Alright. Twitch is good. How's YouTube doing? YouTube. Okay. Bring up both chats. Bring up Twitter real quick. Did the title not change? Shit. Okay. Art stream. Live notification. Drawing myself as an inkling. Chat sketches. At the end. Art. What do I even use how do I even use the tags? What is this? Art? Fan art. Oh, okay. Art commissions. Done? 20 frames per second. Should be fine for an art stream. So switch up, get these links. Should probably get used to doing this before even pushing live, but this is how it is right now. Oh god. One day we won't be scuff. Alright. Got the tweet. Changed my name. Hi, honey. How are you doing? Uh, let me know if my levels are okay. Actually, let me turn down the music just a smidge. That's good to hear. Just like my voice okay? Is the music not too loud? Say. Okay. I think that's everything. Sounds good to me? Okay. I think I got everything set up. Now I can just leave the chats up. And cool. Oh god, it's 18 minutes. I am late. Very, very late. On my very important date. Oh. Uh, out. No, not at all. I've always been awful in the mornings. The only way I can successfully accomplish a morning is giving myself like an hour or 2 hours to do absolutely nothing and having some kind of caffeine. I think like 20 minutes before the stream, I thought I had enough time to go get something to drink and come back. But by the time I got back, I had like 5 minutes to set up stream. And then I had to take care of some stuff. So I started late and then ended up just figuring out all the setup, like the Twitter post and restream while live. I think Twitch still saying I'm playing Celeste. Okay, it changed, it updated. But yeah, I'm not, absolutely not a morning person. I wish I was. Yo, Mr. Office, how you been? Good morning. I think we're on the same. Yeah, we're on the same time zone, so still morning for you. A game editor? You learning like Game Maker or RPG Maker or something? That's pretty cool. StarCraft 2 Galaxy Editor? I have never played StarCraft. But I hear it's the shit. Super in depth. What do you mean? Is it like The only experience with an editor I have is Lunar Magic for making like Super Mario World ROM hacks where you can. I remember getting it when I was in like middle school and being able to change literally every tile on the screen was so much for me at the time that I never bothered learning it. It's one of those things where you need to handle just about everything. Yeah, Lunar Magic's the same. Like it has these like little icons at the very top that you would think at first glance would be the tile you put down, but they're actually like symbols. So like it'll use like a little Koopa for enemies, and then it opens a sub menu with a bunch of other little icons, and it's something. Yeah, that sounds really in depth. How long have you been using it? A few months. Since Christmas. I really got into it once I got. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, it's cool learning a new program. What are you hoping to get out of it? You making like custom maps or how's the community for that? Because I know the Kaizo community is like really close knit. It's complicated. Well, it's a lot of dead air at the end of that song. It takes a lot of dedication to learn super specialized programs like that. Like even as a hobby. Mad respect for anybody that is able to dedicate the time. Like I draw several hours most days. I still don't know like the intricacies of Clip or Photoshop. I am super excited for Sunday though. I haven't played Splatoon in like 3 years. Yeah, I'll be coloring it too. I'm hoping to finish this within 2 hours. I set aside enough time to be able to stream for 2 hours. And I'd like the last like 30 minutes ish to be like open sketch request time. Because I'd like to, like, I always get told I'm really fast at drawing, so I'd like to take advantage of that for my streams and just have like content I can regularly upload where like I'd like to have my art streams be like have that request segment at the very end be like a regular thing. What was I talking about? Oh, it's been like 2, 3 years since I played Splatoon last. And I've mentioned to friends before, but it's like the closest I got to being like esports good at a game. Not saying I was esports good, but like I if I had like nothing else going on, that would have been my shit for like it would have probably just been the thing I was doing for the last 2 years besides art. Like it's been so long since I've done Splatoon fan art and it's sending me back. Just because what is it? The trailer dropped the first summer I spent outside of my parents' home. Like I moved out to live closer to my university. And I just remember sitting at this tiny, tiny desk next to my bed in this small 1 bedroom apartment I was splitting with 3 other guys. And one of my roommates who's like a business major, but he wanted to get into like management for like Bandai Namco or something like that. Like he wanted to his goal was to be able to manage business for Gundam Gunplas in the US. Like that was his goal. Like he just really loved like Kamen Rider and stuff. And he wanted to make it more accessible for people to get into the hobby and easier for the people already in the hobby here in the US. It's pretty cool. It's like a very different kind of motivation from I feel like most business majors. This year's too small. Let's split this. Oh, not like that. Make sure it's centered. And there we go. Ready to trace. Now, at some point, I would. I've been saving up, getting ready to buy a really nice printer and one of those sticker machines, like to cut stickers out. And at some point, I'd like to also get a heat press. Probably a little too small on the VTuber side to warrant getting all this equipment, but I'm hoping to be able to set up shop. Like, I know there's a few VTubers out there who want to open like a Patreon and have like physical merch rewards. But I don't know how much that would go into cost wise for smaller VTubers. So I'd like to be able to offer like merch making or print making services, and hopefully at a price that um would be a lot more in line with smaller VTubers budgets. Yeah, like not trying to jump the gun, but I think it'd be really cool to do something like that. So a heat press is like it's a sublimation, and hold on. I don't know if they're the same thing, but I feel it's like a sublimation machine where you know how, like a printer has these little ink jets that put like ink directly on paper. A sublimation machine, you put in it's similar to a printer, but it hot it hot presses a design onto like a mug or a shirt, and it's how you can get t-shirts, designs onto plain t-shirts. So if I get one of those, I'd be able to make custom merchandise, t-shirts, sweaters, mugs for myself and other people. Like just owning the machine would like open a lot of options for me to be able to do stuff. Like I know there's like a budding little community of asset makers. Like some people will put up like the little tucked in a blanket PNG so people can put that on top of their VTuber while they're streaming. And not necessarily for free, but I'd like to have the physical equivalent of that where I can like provide the service for anyone that'd be down to. And I know it's like hard for like not safe for work artists to find that kind of stuff, especially like large scale. So a lot of them either do it themselves or they have some in. Like I'd like to have just an open like, yo, you want some stuff made? I'm your guy. Let me hook you up. Like, I don't know what it is about these last few days, but I've been a lot more motivated to start doing, start doing things. So I'm not quite sure if having like an example of prints and stuff ready to show is the right move, but it seems like the climate around this whole VTuber thing recently has been yo, let's just start pumping stuff out, let's start making things. There's that clip of Callie going around, or yeah, Callie Mori, saying, just urging people to make things. As far as like a personal take on that, I think there is like a part of the community that's just okay with having a character represent themselves and like participating in stuff. And there's definitely people trying to become content creators at the same time with their like avatars. But I don't know, like it because it's Twitter, I feel like there's some kind of like unwarranted like anger behind some of this stuff. But as somebody that's also just trying to act like just make something out of this, or hoping to make something out of this, uh I understand what it's like to get caught up in trying to make everything be nice and done before even starting. But seeing all like the PNG tubers or just people sharing clips of their streams or videos, like if you're waiting for inspiration or for things to be right before you start doing things or making things, like that day, rare more often than not, will never come, and you won't make anything. Like, if anything, having gone to school for art and having deadlines and needing to make things just to stay be okay in the class, like you don't get anything out of it, is just like the grade or the sake of learning. uh it kind of like gets you into this mindset of there's there there's nothing wrong with making personal art or art that like it like emotionally satisfies you, but there's a different mindset that goes into, I need to make this art for the sake of a grade or work, or just like for any other reason than like yourself. Not to like bag on making art for yourself, but it's like a different beast. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because I know like I can be a workaholic, so I have like no problem just zoning out for hours and drawing something for a commissioner. And at and at the same time, it's like, oh, I'm tired of working on a commission, I'm just gonna draw for myself, and that's my break, and I'm still drawing. And but I understand that it's hard to find motivation sometimes, but like holding off till you find motivation. Only if you're trying to like make a living off of it or something like serious, you know. If it's a hobby, you know, take all the time you need, take your time off. But when you're trying to make work out of it, right? Like it's a job. You gotta like kind of hold yourself accountable to be able to do that. No one else will be there to kind of like it's like going to the gym. If you don't have a gym buddy, like you're the only person that's gonna get yourself to go to the gym. I don't know where I'm going with this. Just I'm just rambling. Like in the case of me and streaming, for like a solid, because I've had this rig since like November. For like it's November, like first half of November. So I guess it's been 2 months, 2.5 months, where I'm making assets, or I'm doing a bunch of commissions, or I'm finding some reason or another to not stream. And let me tell you, it's rough right now trying to, because I was doing a YouTube channel as a hobby with some roommates like 4 years ago even. Yeah, it's been a minute. And like, where was I even going with this? Like, I guess getting back on the metaphorical bike, taking off the training wheels. Because I'm so comfortable with drawing, I have something to lean on. But this streaming stuff, just putting my voice out there and doing this at the same time as drawing, feels different and slightly out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm not that talkative, but I do get a sense of accomplishment from tackling something I'm not good at. And it's been so long. It's art has been in my comfort zone for so long. Shy, I would say I'm introverted and extremely lazy. Because when it comes to like work, or if I'm in a social situation like at a party, it doesn't take much for me to be able to talk. But if I'm like, if I'm in a certain mindset going into something where it's like, oh, I don't have to talk much, or it's like I have a social battery, and some situations more than others will tire it out. Like let's see, an example is I recently joined a server with one of my friends, and being in call in that server required a little more out of me than, say, a call with a server I've been in for a while. And it's because I'm in a different environment, and that's what's socially taxing on. The first 2 streams that I did were a lot quieter than the one I'm doing right now. And part of it is that while I'm offline, I'm like watching other streamers, I'm seeing how they're doing things. Uh, I'm literally watching those videos that are like, oh, how to get big on Twitch, how to get good at talking by yourself. And being good, being quote unquote, being good at socializing is something I actually have to put effort into. So I guess I was a shy kid, but now that I'm an adult, I don't know if shy is quite the right word. Because if I put the effort in, it's not it's not a huge struggle, but I have to be conscious about it and like be aware that it is something that uh, I don't know how to explain it because I have some friends that can like at least they make it look effortless the way they can just talk to a group or include themselves. And because I don't know if it's a difference of definition, but I feel like using the word shy is when you really want to be in on a conversation or a group and you have like an inability to or a difficulty in doing so. For me, it's like I will prefer just to observe or be quiet. But at the same time, like, it does lead to situations where I feel like an outsider looking in. So, yeah, I guess this is a very roundabout way of saying yes, but no. It would be pretty easy to just say, yeah, I'm shy. But, yeah. At the same time, I can, like, when I'm into a conversation, I can ramble on like this for a while. But I don't know if that just means I'm shy and comfortable when I'm talking like this, or I don't know. So, am I shy? Yeah, I guess, yeah. It's a very long answer, having me question. Thanks for asking. What about you, honey? Would you consider yourself shy? See, how long are we going for? Oh, wow, it's almost 11. Well, since it started late, I'll probably extend the stream by half an hour. Right now, my current goals for streaming is to kind of get used to the whole at like get into the flow of it. I feel like right now it's a lot more successful than my Celeste streams. Just kind of getting a feel for embracing the rambles. I'm not quite sure if it's because I'm just drawing versus playing Celeste. Maybe Celeste is taking more out of me than I think. But uh, something about me feels like I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. Uh, I had a YouTube channel when I was a kid, like around 12 years old, And before that, I would play with uh my parents' camcorder. I even did old stop motion videos when with some clay, just like random clay. And sometimes like just going through YouTube, finding say like a documentary on somebody or hearing an artist talk about their experiences growing up. They always seem to have stories like that. Like the way they would play with toys where they would tell a story, or how most art kids started as art kids, like they would constantly be drawing, like you like something kind of sets them apart like from early on. And for a long time I felt like I wasn't, like I was just an average kid, like a little introverted, a little shy, but average. But like I'll look back at that YouTube channel, at the old videos. I don't have the camera or the footage anymore, but I still remember making those things. And it's like, damn, the signs were there. I was addicted to making things like from the get-go. And just going off on tangents, but sometimes like I wonder if I would have done anything different like when it comes to art. And it's hard to think if there's like a different set of circumstances that would have led me to pursue something else. Because like looking back at the last few years, especially this year with how nuts that's been, I think being a creative, making things, that's gonna be a consistent in my life. Like if it's not this, it's something else. If I end up having to drop it as a career choice or something like that, I feel like I would still have it as a hobby for sure. I have the supplies to be able to just paint or make prints, like traditional ink prints now. And that's enough quote unquote like personal content and learning that will last me years with the amount of stuff that I have. I'd like to know how many other VTubers or streamers in general also have stories like that, where, or not stories, but like something they can think back on and say that that was something that motivated me to start doing this. So I feel like I'm fortunate in that sense of finding something that I really want to do. I know I've met a few people at school that had trouble figuring things out, but like sometimes I'll look at Twitter and see how like some of these similar things I saw in the young Splatoon community back on the Tumblr days, I see happening again on VTuber Twitter. And some real cool, talented people came out of that small Splatoon circle. And like, I love watching people grow and find their thing. And it'd be cool to see like a year or two from now what comes out of this community. I don't know if it's the caffeine or what, but man, I'm having a lot easier time talking. I'll like rewatch old broadcasts just to see what I can change. And man, it was really quiet in those first two. Whoa. Is the mic picking that up? Cargo vroom outside. See what else is goings on. I have not talked at all about the drawings just on autopilot. What do I even... Should I even narrate this? Oh, I'd like to start doing, like, say, draw piles? Or just have art talks? This has been in my head for a minute, and I've done similar things with friends where I'll go on about a art concept, but I don't, maybe I could wish draw pile didn't act up. Same. Some I wonder if there's another type, like a draw pile-esque type of program or something. Like if there's an alternative, I'm down to try it. But like I've gone on extensive rants about what I think about art school before, just offline. But what was it? Frosty? What's their full name? Where are they at? Frosty VTuber? This VTuber guy on Twitter the other day. Glacial Frost VTuber. They shared a clip from... Who's this guy? Ludwig? He had a stream that was about how to do the whole Twitch thing. And it got me to think about, aside from just streaming in the vague sense, what kind of content I would like to make. And some kind of healthy art community. where we're kind of like in the trenches together, figuring this stuff out, I think is something that I would really like to do. And these kind of art talks or art lecture thing is some kind of content that I would like to regularly push out. Like, I know Plague of Gripes, he gets all rambly, and sometimes he'll like have a really good art tip like snuggled in his videos. His videos are like an hour or two long. They're basically streams. But I'd like to do something like that. And that might be why I'm a little more talkative on this stream. Maybe my art streams will be where I can kind of train these talk muscles. But like, it's definitely something I'd want to try out and do. I love rants. Oh, once I get comfortable, I feel like a lot of my streams will just be rants. Like right now is a prime example of just thinking out loud. Like, cuz I've been in school for so long, just learning random shit that has to do with art that like my friends have seen. I could talk about colors for like an hour and I'll remember some random thing I learned like a year ago, no, 2-3 years ago, and then there goes like a door opens for an opportunity to talk for another hour. Have you timed me? I will literally lose time. I don't know how long it is actually. I just said an hour. But yeah, Honey can vouch. I can talk. Like I remember we're talking about like just sketching, and I touch on the subject of a gesture line for posing, which can work for illustration, but it's a big deal in animation for sure. And I restrained myself, but I could have talked about gesture lines for a solid 30 to 40 minutes. Talking is hard. It's hard to do it offline for me in a call. It's hard in general, but in a stream it's hard to get started. Especially if like at the beginning, like this isn't necessarily the beginning for me either, just because I've had extensive conversations specifically about art, like art theory, but aside from that, like the whole YouTube thing, I even tried a podcast, so it's not my first rodeo per se. But I think the faster, if anyone's trying to be a streamer, the faster you figure out that there's like a supposed set of unspoken rules, like, you know, like not try to not have dead air, interacting with chat, but once you learn those like unspoken things, just kind of good habits, and you realize there's no format, there's no hard rules, right? It's like same with art. Like there are techniques, there are things that work, But once you learn those things, it's you learn to how to break them and how when it is okay to get out of form. And even with my hard stops where I have to stop and think before I say anything, it is that feeling of there is no structure to this that makes it easier for me to talk. Like, I don't know, like, I find a genuine joy when I hear someone talk about something they're good at. Like, jargon? Jargon is cool as fuck. Like, being on, like, say, a construction site and hearing someone go, hey, what's your 20? Right? Like, to someone that doesn't know what that means, that just sounds kind of cool. At least to me, it does. Like, talking about art and talking about in-betweens and breakdowns and timing of a frame. To me, like, those are regular terms, but I'm sure to someone on the outside, it's like, what is that? Right? Talking about the composition of something. Like, if I were to break this down, like, if I zoom out, right, with this drawing, the composition is very flat. But having this square here, once I finish coloring it and rendering and stuff, it'll do something to the picture that'll make it more interesting. Like, this, the smoke, or the heat, smoke, the hot air cloud coming out of the coffee cup. Like, the way it kind of moves in an interesting way, right? Like, compositionally, if I were to just crop this, is a stronger composition. Yeah, Steam is a stronger composition than the whole. But like, if I take bits and pieces of this picture, it's like slightly more interesting than the sum of its parts, if that makes sense. Look, I forget words. I traded brains in for being able to draw. This is facts. I used to be good at math. And then I became an art major. I traded all that brains in for hand techniques. Yes, smoothest brain. There's one wrinkle and it's for drawing. That's the only wrinkle. Bro, I remember taking calculus in college. And the guy next to me was always late, sleeping in the middle of class, would never do the homework. He was an art major. And I think a week in, or not a week in, but you know, you do a little introduction thing at the beginning of class, like, oh yeah, trade numbers and get y'all's info in case one of you misses so you can help each other out. And you kind of just do the whole, hey, I'm so and so, I'm this major this year. He told me like freshman, fresh right out day one, I'm an art major, I hate math. How are you doing? I think by the end of the semester he like decided to do something else. But it do be like that sometimes. you know. I got into my school, I think the hardest way possible, which was through the computer engineering section. So I had to take like uh in what was it? You take the PSATs, the SATs, to get like some number that looks good when you apply to universities. And I had to take the whatever the alternative is for that. There's like a second, the ACT, that one. And I remember getting a pretty decent score, but like there was a bunch of extra effort. Like I was taking AP classes in high school, and a C was like when I getting a C felt like dying. And I had a year of computer science classes before I was like, this is not for me. Like I had to find out that I just could not, I did not have the patience for it, which is weird because I have an endless amount of patience for art. Like, yeah, I'm streaming right now, right? But if I wasn't, I'd be doing this anyways. Uh, this account is actually like my alt. I have another account that I don't share, but I schedule. I'm a month ahead on weekly schedules, and I think this month in February I have like 8 or 9 unique drawings to post, and VTubing on top. Last week I did the Celeste thumbnail. I'm doing this right now. Next week I'll find something to do. I'll probably do some VTuber fan art. For was it Friday? Yeah, Friday stream. Like the well is bottomless. I forgot which one I took, but it doesn't have science. Whelp looks. It looks like I'm not gonna do good in math. Yeah, like I don't know what it was, but that first year, um, I felt my brain get smoother, like every day. And I don't know if it's because I chose my specific university because it had an animation course and computer engineering in case I wanted to switch. And I don't know if it's like me admitting to myself that I wanted to do art, or if like I straight up was losing that skill. But it felt like that sometimes where I'm looking at a chapter and it's just like, yeah, nah. Not for me. I'm not doing this. But like just thinking back about it now, it's so weird that I felt like I couldn't do it because for the longest time, when I first started doing online content, I was able to do above and beyond, I think, internet content wise. And this stuff I would post. And I guess it's just comes down to like liking what you do and having a passion for something. Cuz I in the next month or so, I feel like I'm going to bust my ass to kind of put a solid foot down in not just this community, but just the content creators in general. And I don't know, it's interesting to think that the me that opened a math not even textbook. You know those fucking Xerox spiral Kinko's ass made pamphlet textbook things. Like I would open one of those and just just peace out. Mentally checked out. Like skip the continental breakfast. I'm already out. It's hard to think that me and the me right now are the same person. And I feel like the only difference is what I was focusing on at the time. Alright, Toro. Thank you for the alert. Enjoy your class. And if it's not a fun class, I hope it goes quick. But motivation's a funny thing. You can, like, find it in the weirdest places. Yo, it's Biff. How you doing, boyo? Sleepy? Did you just wake up? When'd you go to bed? Like, yesterday after call, I think I was awake for like 15 minutes before passing out. 5? Bruh. You won't say why. That's fine. Cough, cough. I stayed up longer than planned. Enjoy being able to do that while you can. I don't know if I should shade this one or keep it flat. If I shade it, I might not finish it today. It would give me something to work on next stream though. Yeah, she's a trooper. She was here since the beginning. Twitch can be slow in telling people. I mean, I've been in streams where it shows that I'm not there. I don't know exactly how it works, but even if you're just tapping in and out on occasion, I appreciate you guys being here. Woke up and looked at the schedule and find you decided to stream early. Would have been here on time. No, don't worry about it. I'd say you didn't miss much. I was only late by like 10-15 minutes. I'm extending the stream. Missed everything. 10 minutes. Yeah, it was like 10 minutes. This was the most talkative I've been on stream. If it was 5, that's passable. I'll try to be more punctual going forward. You're right. I was holding someone waiting. This is very rude. Very unprofessional. Starting to get used to it. His tentacle's like way too small. Do either of you guys have Splatoon? Aw. I'd get Pikmin if you got Splatoon. And I do have it, just on the Wii U, not on the Switch. Cause Sunday I'll be playing. And it'd be nice to squad up. But if you guys don't have it, that's fine. I'm good at games, not so much art. Shut up, you're good at art. Don't do that. You're super good. Like, whenever you cannot. Bruh, I'm super good at games. You are good at games. You're way better at video games than I am. She does. She be lying. With how much she's improved the last couple years, like, I wouldn't be surprised in 2 more years she's better than both of us. One of my friends linked me to a thread that has a bunch of like online courses for art. So at some point, I'll be checking those out. That would be a super happy day. Not even, not even a no. Just straight up. Oh, the day I'm better than you guys is gonna be the day. Alright then. I'll have to train every day too. I'll get so good at art that the ceiling will raise all the time, so you can't say you're not good by the time you catch up to me. He's not wrong. Calling each other out in 4K, damn. MMO dailies? Nah. Art dailies. I'll give you 20 platinum for every 1,000 gestures that you do. Exactly. Make a 20-page comic. I'll buy you your your Warframe of choice. Honey, just become Warframe streamer. If you promise me you stream, I'll work on your rig. I'll do it live. Make a stream out of it. You already set on your Warframe? Shh, don't tell no one I'm cheating. It's about that thick. Yeah, that matches up closer. Time to report to twitter.com. Don't do it. You'll end all of our careers. Do it. Get that streamer plat. It'd probably be the best way for us to get a custom emote for our dojo. get the 1K. Does it really cost $1,000 to get a custom icon? Oh, got you. We'll see where I am with this drawing in half an hour. And if I'm at a decent place with it, I'll just open up the request. I think even if you have the 1K, unless it's really cropped, you probably won't be able to use it. I really need to practice shoes. Should just do more Splatoon fan art. You see how those guys draw shoes? Crazy. You know, now that I'm streaming and I have a model and everything, wonder if it's even the whole like debut thing. Like, what do I even do? Probably save it for whenever I remake this model or redo it. I'd like to get comfortable enough streaming so I get like not so it doesn't look like I'm still figuring things out. There's a network error. Let me check. All right. Uh First time or third time you remake it? It would be technically this is the second version. So it would be the third. But models overall, there are the two OC ones, the painted looking one that was mostly just me, the first Alcoa, and then this one. So this is technically my fifth. So it would be the debut for my sixth model. Damn. That's kind of crazy having 6 models. Not to mention the one I made you, the one I helped with, and then another one I'm gonna be helping with. Damn. That's a lot of models. You have too many models for your own? Can I get 6? I might update yours, Biv. Maybe. And I'll get to yours, honey. See, this week or next week, I guess. What do I have to do? I'm caught up with February for the most part. I just got that comic I need to work on. And on the VTuber side, unless I start a new game, I don't think I have much pending. So next week, I might just knock yours out and learn how to do the varied emotions thing. Because I need to have that for my own rig. And it'd be good to have update biffs and then have yours ready to go with the different emotion animations. focus on mine. I'll do mine first then. All of them? Spread yourself super thin. I say I'll work on mine first, which is probably true. But I might just do all of them next week. Like, I'll have to find something to do when you guys are offline. These are different shoe shapes. Cringe baguette. Hi. Was that hi? Sorry if I got your name wrong. Cringe baguette? Baguette he? Oh, thank you. I guess I'm fairly new. I'm new to streaming, at least on this account. But thank you. Welcome to the stream. Oh, hello. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, let me know if that's too loud. I know during my test stream a month ago, the notifications were too loud. It was quiet? Okay, good. Actually, I need to move that. It's still set up like the old one. Where is the alert box? There we go. Ears intact. Good. You want to take care of your ears. Because any damage you do to your ears never heals. That's fun fact for you. We actually have super crazy hearing when we're babies, but we cry so often and so loud, we do permanent damage to our hearing. Is it just me? Like, something about this other shoe feels wrong. And I can't exactly point out why. Like, is it too long? Being deaf sounds like the break I need. Are you saying there's some sounds you'd rather not hear? It's a little long. What? What's the wow for? No one said anything. Hmm. Something like that. There we go. I think that's closer to the shape that I want than the sketch. Something like this. Oh, speaking of shoes, recently got some new ones. And family stacked like 4 different coupons or something. So I got them at like 90% off. And I'll probably not wear them for a hot minute. But better to have gotten some new ones at 90% off than waiting till I needed some to buy them. Do you not listen to music when you fall asleep? That helps. I've gone through so many earbuds just because of my habit of sleeping with while listening to something. Let's see. This end like that? I feel like it would look something like this. And this would have to come up. This would get thinner. Could just blast music on my phone. Oh, okay. I'm jealous. It takes me unless I'm like dying, tired, like yesterday. It takes me a minute to fall asleep. Trying to get at least the line art done before noon. The shoes would be the thing that make this last a little longer than I thought it would. Let's get everything else out of the way. Hold on. This looks like when we do a Sonic collab, I need you to update my model with soap shoes. When we racing. I'm down literally next week. Set up my schedule for it. And if you don't want to stream, you can just stream it to me on Discord and I'll put it up as like double screen on mine. Just have a foot cam. How else would you show off the shoes? You'll think on it. I'm sure you can get away with just overlaying a PNG on top of your model. Yeah. At least up till colors. No, until Shadow the Hedgehog. I want to get to that. Fuck it, we can do all of them. Have like a Sunday Sonic stream. Just weekly. Just gotta wait on you to get set up. And beanies are comfy as hell. I used to have an extensive amount of beanies and I have no idea what happened to them. I'm down to like 2. Need to invest in a capture card. Now we can run it on our totally legit Dolphin GameCubes. Just hit the HD button on your GameCube. And the stream button. They're at the bottom. But I think a capture card would lighten the load on your PC. I don't know how intensive capture cards are on CPU. But I would assume it's not as much as running a totally legit copy, right? If your PC catches a cold, I don't think it's strong. I think that's how I would describe what happened. Is it actually caught a cold? It was running a fever, had to pour water on. Be sure to clean your keyboard of gamer gunk. Don't get caught with gamer gunk in your keyboard. And there's the beanie. Back to the dreaded shoes. See something. Yeah. I think this is about as good as I'm gonna get it for the time being. Next shoes I draw will be better. Laces. Oh, let's do this. We're running near the end of the stream, so if you guys have any quick sketch requests you would like me to do, just drop them into the chat. We'll do like a quick sketch lightning round. Color. It's not a sketch, honey. I might color it on Friday. I have until Sunday to finish it. I could just extend the stream even longer. Color for next stream. Like, I simultaneously feel like I should take it a little bit easier, but at the same time, we all know when stream's over, I'll just work on something else. I don't. uh, the only thing that'll make me take it easy is literally someone just making me go somewhere. Or someone pulling me away physically from my PC. I used to have a lot more breaks when I had roommates. But left to my own vices, I will just work. If I stop now, it's farming time. You're gonna drop the responsibility on me like that? Alright then. I know you're working on drawing too, so I will take the responsibility of making sure we're still both working on things. Can I draw Isabel? Yeah, I'll do that. Feel about killer robots. What is that? Killer robots. Killer robots? It's fair to at least farm 5 Forma. I'll try to stream for another hour. Make sure you get some good drawing time in. I'm gonna drop something, don't know where to post it. You've sent me stuff in DMs, just send me that. Or you can link it here. It's not like I banned links yet. My streams are small enough that it's not a problem. Oh, yeah. I should link my Twitter or my Discord. Ah. Yeah, then just shoot a DM at me. Let me tab over to Twitter. I should have that info. I'll piece it together bit by bit. After stream today, I'll be sure to put my Discord info in somewhere. Thank you. How do you... Does anyone... I'll look it up myself. Getting the little chat commands. Like if you put exclamation point Twitter, it'll link the Twitter. I'll have to look in. Oh, Honey and Biff, since you guys are here, you guys want mod status? Probably help me out. So I gave you guys that on my old account, but this is actually a different Twitch. Because, in that first account, I was never able to verify my email. Because Twitch just said that email, it doesn't exist. So I had to make this one. What are you getting paid? Mod status. A badge. What is it, a little star on Twitch? It's like a sword. Let's see. Ooh, it's a nice character. Once I finish the laces, I'll do some sketches. And since it is up to me to postpone farming, I'll go back and color. Just so that we're all going a little longer. You'll take the status. Mod. First add friend. Let's see. Mod action. How do I mod? There we go. No, it was the old account. I see how it is, honey. Muting me. I cry. Okay. Back to laces. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Apparently, VTube Studios coming to Steam. I hope my purchase carries over and I don't have to rebuy it. Cause I think they're adding eye tracking to it. I was using PRPR Live earlier, or in the test stream. But I like the way VTube Studio smooths things out. And I feel like it's lighter on my PC than PRPR is. One, two, and then final lace. First cross, second. Uh, Forgive me for a sec if this gets picked up by the mic. Thanks, Mr. Office. I don't draw shoes often, so don't look as nice as I'd like them to. But they're looking pretty alright. I think that's it for the line art. Oh, hold on. Some stripes in the shirt, I think. I'll have to pull out the game later for that. I'm gonna move the upper body over just a tad so that their pose is a little more centered. Yeah. Monkey sense action. Yo, you ever speaking of shoes, any of you guys ever have the little rolly ones that had like a wheel at the heel? I forgot what those are called. I think they were like Skechers rollouts or something like that. Wheelies. Is that what they were? Those were the shit when I was in like elementary school and middle school. I'm surprised they didn't come back. I feel like those are something that would come back. Heelys, yeah. Oh, my brother used to love those too. Alright, let's make a new folder with stream sketches. If I ever get in the mood to just do some fan art, I might come back and finish these. But for the sake of the stream, they will stay sketches. Let's see. Let's do Isabel first. What's something cute? You know what? Let's have Isabel wear some Heelys. Use the Heelys to escape my feelings. See, I'm looking for a pose. If you type in using Heelys, the literal first image is from WikiHow. That's the pose I'm gonna use. Hold on, let me bring it up. Let's go. Here, Isabel. Absolute raw energy emanating from this man. I love how my model freaks out every time I drink something. Now, do I do her more anthro or stay to the Animal Crossing style? The big questions. Stay is what I'd say. Stay where? The original? I gotcha. This is so goofy. I am surprised these have not made like a huge comeback the way that like Crocs did. See, they're kind of stubbier than that. Capri Sun on the other hand. How does she look in profile? Oh, here we go. This is a good reference. I'm gonna have to come back for sure and finish this one. This is too good of an idea. She's vibe. Bro, I haven't opened Animal Crossing since like April. April or May. Not missing much. Just play New Leaf. Is it? Is it better? I wouldn't know, because New Horizons is the first Animal Crossing I played. I played Amiibo Festival, but I don't think that counts. Horizons does add a lot of good quality of life improvement. New Leaf has way more content. But is like, I'm assuming the content for New Horizons is just being spread out, or is it like, there's just more stuff to do, like more mechanics? Like, I'd assume New Horizons has less content because they're trying to spread it out, versus New Leaf having it all at once. At least I'd hope it's spread out and there's still more to come. I think there's a recent event that came out, and from what I've heard, it's not like a lot of new stuff. It's just like another Easter or something. Yeah, oh, okay. And now to change the shoes so that it's a little more like the game. It's like just a tiny nubby thing. There we go. Healy Isabel. Glad you liked it. See, that's the kind of thing I'd love to turn into a sticker. Oh. There we go. And let's see. Next was Battle Robot. Let's get a reference going. Got questions? Do you have any reference or description of the legs? Alright, let's get to pose first. Send it in another ref. Let me check. Oh, there we go. Thanks. I only saw the first one. Yeah, I see it now. Right. It's got like a dress thing. Let me get this pose down first, and then we can apply the character to it. Oh wow, 2.5 hours. The longest I've streamed so far. Next time I'm gonna have to get a coffee. Alright. We got the basic pose. Damn, the reference for this is nice. This is a good pose. Lots of diagonal lines. Really got some attitude in it. So she's got these like glowing energy things around the deltoid. I think that's what it is, yeah. Let's see. I'm digging the organic shapes in, like, even though this is a robotic character, the pieces aren't too like mecha-y. You got mad respect for people that are able to draw mecha. I can't. I like my curvy lines. Oh, actually, this reminded me. One of the ideas I'd like to do for like an event type of stream, like once I'm able to get like maybe an average of like 20 people on here at the same time, uh, is to have like polls so that chat and I can design a VTuber together and then like have like a raffle or something on Twitter to give it away. Of course, it'll have to be like, it won't be for a minute. Like I'll have to finish Honey and Biff's and my own rigs with like the emotions and stuff. But I think it'd be a fun idea to do. It let me kind of brush up on the design muscles again. Wanted to make something that looked powerful, armory, but always deep down just a lady. Okay, I'll push for trying to capture that feeling you're going for. I'll stylize it a little bit just because in this one it almost goes for like my life as a teenage robot kind of thing. So I'll find like a middle ground with how I draw in this. Oh, so like I see the knuckles are like pre-built what are those called? Brass knuckles, like sharp brass knuckle. Is it going to be chat suggestions? Are you going to set up a bunch of parts? Um what I'll do is I'll ask like either a prompt like say hair, right? I'll do like long, short, medium, but I'll also have it so people can just type in a suggestion, and if I like it, I'll throw it in, and then chat will vote. I think it'll be really fun once we get to, or like I'll do something like a topic, like fruit, animal, or what's the third one? Monster, right? And then people would vote on that. And then once a topic's done, I'll open it up so that people suggest things that are in the topic. And then we'll go from there. Let's see. This pose doesn't show much of the torso, but I assume that sticks out. And then the glowy bit is like an orb. And then the side here's like that's cylindrical. I got like a belt going on. And is the skirt like rigid? Let's see. Got this going on here. Kind of like a shirt collar. Puff this out. And then this like little chest piece, I assume sticks out a little bit. It's made of metal. Gotcha. Yo, this playlist is kind of nice. It's like copyright free, so I don't have to worry about DMCA. I was just saying the playlist is nice. All right, let's see. Face is round. I'll push for like a cute round face. Almost Powerpuff Girls-ish. Yo, Toro, welcome back. How's school? Going smoothly, I hope. Mestro, you've got like some really nice designs. I really like them. Is the hair like a plasma? It was all right. No, that's a mood. No, they're fun. It's like I'm getting like retro cyborg kind of vibes from this. Magic plasma. Yeah. Great. I'm a really like kind of anime by this hair. Gotta have that little piece that goes between the eyes. It's a must. And then, would you think it'd be cool if I made the hair like transparent? Like if I showed the bow going behind the hair bit? Yeah. Mesher's got like a whole like a world he's building with his characters. He was here for one of my test streams, and I did a like a was it like magic technology based character, and when he explained it, it was like pretty cool. I'm really digging this character though. Really fun. Ring one is like segmented. Looks like 5-ish segments from the front. A solid color. And got like a UFO thing going here. Alright, so it looks like a ball joint for the knee, and then this blade-ish part comes out and ends just before the knee. Leg, and then more complex design. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to simplify this design. It's kind of hard, like simplifying a robot but still making it look a robot without making it look too toony. Oh, okay. No, it's okay. um I'm pretty fish brain. Like I'll forget things that happen in a conversation I'm in. I wouldn't be surprised if I have a stream that sounds almost exactly the same as another one, solely based off that um I forgot what I said in a previous stream. Oh, and she does the like Mega Man leg thing. I love that. I love when character design has feet that do this, like this shape. Like something about that's like really cute. Yeah, that's how I describe it because I think Mega Man's like the most popular character that has that. Um, I think what was it? Some anime about a boy that's like his soul is bound to like the bathroom or something. The main character in that also has Mega Man legs. I haven't seen the whole anime, but I think that specific character design is like a really nice design just based on the legs. Astro Boy. Yeah, Astro Boy has it too. No, it's not Astro Boy though. It's like something something Toilet Coon or something like that. I forget. It's recent from like the last couple years. Oh, this is really fun to sketch out. Yeah, the title of the show is like ridiculous. Like I think the first or second episode, the girl gets cursed or something and she turns into a fish. I might have to go back and watch it. I gotta bring this leg down just a bit. And extend this just a bit. Yeah. And there's this sketch. Let me export that and send it your way. Let's see. I now that I got a couple of sketches done, I'm gonna call the stream here. I do have my schedule up on Twitter. If you're curious, schedule's also in the little tab here on Twitch. And let me remind myself when my next one is. I'll be streaming Celeste on Thursday at 2 p.m. PST. So, thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you guys next time.